Most people assume that when their phone battery starts dying too quickly, it is because the phone is old or faulty, but in reality, it is not always the hardware. There are hidden Android settings, background features, and app behaviors silently draining your battery every single day, even when the screen is off. So the first thing that might be the problem is your location services running in the background. So even when your GPS is off, other services might still access your location. So to turn this off, you can just go over to your phone settings. From there, you go over to privacy. You can see privacy down here. You go over to permission manager. Under permission manager, you now go over to location. You go over to location and you can see all the apps using your location. If your own has any app under here that says allowed all the time, you can turn them off and put them in allowed only when in use. Okay, so my own is currently in allowed only when in use, and there are also the ones that I have denied access to my location. So even those ones you have under this allowed only when in use, you can sit up on any of them and deny the access if you wish to do so. If that is not what you want to give access to your location, you can deny the access. For example, if I tap on this particular app here and I want to deny this app access to my location, I go over to deny. Okay. So that is how you can deny app access to your location. All right. Although it is better you put it in allowed only when in use, if you can still use that app to maybe access one or two things, just put it in allowed when in use and it will come down here so that whenever you want to use the app, it can access your location if that is what you want. But if you don't want that app to locate your location at all, just deny it access to your location. But if the apps are under here that says allowed all the time, just change them to allowed only while in use, because if they are in allowed all the time, they will keep draining your battery, okay, even while your phone is on sleep mode, because they will keep tracking your location all the time. So just place them in this allowed only while in use. If you don't want any particular app to track your location, just tap on it and deny it access, okay? The second method is to turn off auto synchronization for accounts on your phone. Your phone constantly synchronizes data from Gmail, calendar, Google Photos, and many more, okay? So to turn off this auto synchronization, you now go over to settings. You look for accounts and backup under here. You now go over to accounts. All right, so let me assume I want to turn off this Talk 360. I want to turn off the synchronization. You can just tap on it. You can see that it is synchronized. I can turn it off. You toggle it off. You can repeat the same process on any other app you want to turn off its synchronization, okay? Because they drain your battery once they synchronize. You can do that on Gmail or Facebook or any other app of your choice that you think you wish to turn off its synchronization, okay? So another thing that can drain your battery is auto-starting apps in the background. Some apps launch automatically and never stop running. So to turn this off, you now go over to settings. From settings, you look for device care, battery and device care. Mine is here and it says device care, but under it, you can see battery, storage, memory, security. You can see that mine is 100% because I've optimized it. You now go over to battery. Once you're here, you go down to app power management. Under here, you ensure that you turn this on. It says put unused apps to sleep, okay? So if your own is off, turn it on so that any app you're not using, it will turn it to sleep, okay? It just put it to sleep, thereby preventing them from draining your battery, all right? And you can go over here that says apps that won't be put to sleep. So if you have any app here that says that it won't be put to sleep, just ensure that you remove it from this, okay? Just remove it from here. All right, so you now go back. So when you come back, you now go over here that says power mode. Okay, if yours is in high performance, it says maximum screen brightness and resolution uses more battery. So this particular option will use more battery, okay? But I prefer using optimized. That means it will balance the phone performance and battery life for me. But if you're not really using much things on your phone, you can set it to medium power saving or maximum power saving. But I prefer optimize for balanced settings, okay? But just use what works for you. So another thing I can do in your battery are apps that appear over other apps. Overlay apps like Messenger, Gmail, or some apps, okay, they can run even when hidden. So for you to disable that, you have to go over to your settings, then go down to apps. You can see apps here. You tap on it. You go over to these three dotted lines by the top right. Tap on it. Go to special access. Okay, now go over to appear on top. Appear on top. It will now show you all the apps that you've given access to appear over other apps. You now turn off the ones you want to turn off because the more they appear, the more they drain your battery. So let me turn this one off. I turn this one off, turn this one off, turn this one off. You can turn off the ones you don't want to see over other apps. Just turn them off. And once you are done, let me turn them off. So once you are done, you go back. So these overlays stay active and consume resources constantly, but by turning them off, it will enable you to save your battery life. So another thing that can drain your battery life is apps that scan your network. Some apps scan Wi-Fi or mobile data usage in the background. And to turn them off, that is some of them, because you can't turn off everything. You can just go over to connections under settings. From there, you now go over to data usage. You go down to mobile data usage. So here you check for unusual apps consuming your data. For example, this movie box right now, you can see that it is turned on and it says allow background data usage. You can turn it off. So let me turn it off. You can do same for any apps you want to disable their background data usage for enhanced battery life. Because if you don't turn them off, they will keep draining your battery even while you are offline, okay? The next thing you can do to prevent apps from draining your battery is by using lightweight app versions. For example, for Facebook, we have Facebook Lite. Messenger, we have Messenger Lite. Twitter, we have Twitter Lite. You can get them on Apple Store or Play Store. So those can help your battery to last longer, okay? Because these versions, they use less RAM, less CPU, and less network data, extending your battery life significantly. So that is all about that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tech tutorials.